In East Asia, Guan Yu is not remembered as an ordinary historical figure. He is worshipped as a god of war, a symbol of loyalty, and an embodiment of moral integrity. Temples were built in his name, merchants prayed to him for protection, and generals invoked his spirit before battle. Few historical figures have achieved this level of reverence centuries after their death. And yet, this reverence hides a paradox. The man who became a god after death failed as a political and military actor in life. This episode is not about questioning Guan Yu's bravery or loyalty. Those qualities are well documented and rarely disputed. Instead, the real question is this: why did a man who stood for moral clarity, personal honor, and absolute loyalty collapse so completely within a real and unforgiving political system? Guan Yu's story is not simply a tale of heroism. It is a case study in the limits of moral absolutism in a world governed by power, negotiation, and compromise. To understand his fate, we must separate the historical Guan Yu from the legendary one. In folklore, Guan Yu is flawless. In history, he was rigid, demanding, and deeply resistant to adaptation. That difference matters more than any single battle he fought. Historically, Guan Yu was defined by three core traits. First, an intense sense of personal honor. Second, absolute loyalty to Liu Bei. Third, a firm belief that moral standing itself should determine political outcomes. These traits made him admired and respected, but they also made him dangerous in positions that required flexibility and coordination. Guan Yu did not view compromise as strategy. He saw it as moral failure. Negotiation to him was not a practical tool, but a test of character. This mindset shaped how he treated allies, rivals, and even his own subordinates. He respected strength, despised submission, and had little patience for ambiguity. But politics is built on ambiguity. Power systems do not reward moral clarity. They reward adaptability. Guan Yu believed that reputation could replace diplomacy, and that personal virtue could substitute for structural alliances. History proved otherwise. What made Guan Yu legendary also made him inflexible. And inflexibility within a complex power system is not strength, it is exposure. This is where his tragedy truly begins. The fall of Jing province is often explained as a personal failure, that Guan Yu was arrogant, careless, or blind to danger. These explanations are incomplete. Guan Yu was not only a military commander, he was also a political symbol, a moral representative, and a pillar of legitimacy for Liu Bei's regime. Yet among these roles, he fully recognized only one, the moral one. He treated diplomacy as a declaration of values rather than an exchange of interests. To Guan Yu, alliances were moral statements, not temporary arrangements shaped by circumstance. This is why he refused to engage Sun Quan as an equal political partner. Accommodation felt like surrender, and compromise felt like betrayal. He believed his reputation alone was enough to command respect. But power does not operate on reputation alone. It operates on incentives. By rejecting negotiation, Guan Yu isolated himself. By asserting moral superiority, he destabilized alliances. His position became strong in principle, but fragile in reality. When pressure came from multiple directions, there was no institutional structure left to absorb the shock. Jing province did not fall because Guan Yu was careless. It fell because he treated politics as morality and morality as strategy. When those assumptions collided with reality, collapse was inevitable. Guan Yu's failure was not accidental. It was structural. He was not built for survival inside a flexible and adaptive power system. He was built for symbolism. History often remembers not those who were most effective, but those who were most clear. In real politics, compromise allows systems to endure. In collective memory, absolutes create legends. Those who bend tend to survive longer. Those who refuse become icons. Guan Yu belongs firmly to the second category. He failed not because he lacked virtue, but because virtue alone cannot stabilize power. His death ended his political career, but it began his transformation. As a symbol, he became eternal. As a political actor, he was unsustainable. This is the paradox at the heart of Guan Yu's legacy. Guan Yu is not a lesson about failure, but about misalignment between character and environment, between moral clarity and political reality. He reminds us that integrity can inspire loyalty, but it cannot replace systems. Honor can define identity, but it cannot manage complexity. Guan Yu refused to change himself to fit the system, and the system did not adapt to him. In the end, it removed him. Guan Yu became legendary, not because he survived, but because he did not bend. Moral clarity can make someone immortal, but it does not make them safe. That is why Guan Yu still matters.